So hey guys, welcome to another video when we finally have some updates for the Warlords of Draenor patch notes. So here are the beta patch notes and the changes are as follows. I'm gonna start off with the diminishing returns and crowd control section. So for druids, Bear Hug has been removed, Hibernate has been removed, Maim is now available only to feral druids, and Nature's Grasp has been removed. For hunters, Concussive Barrage has been removed, Scare Beast has been removed, and Widow Venom has been removed. For mages, we have Cone of Cold's cooldown has been increased to 12 seconds, up from 10 seconds. Deep Freeze is now available only to Frost mages and can be broken by damage, probably the same amount as Frost Nova. Dragon's Breath now replaces Cone of Cold for fire mages, and Frost Nova's cooldown has been increased to 30 seconds, up from 25 seconds. For monks, Adaptation has been removed, and that's pretty much it. For shamans, Bind Elemental has been removed, Frostbrand Weapon has been removed, and for warlocks, Curse of Exhaustion has been removed, and Demonic Breath has been removed and is now replaced with Howl of Terror, which will be the new level 30 talent. For the instant cast heal section, we have only one update, and that's for priests, and it is that Divine Star no longer requires a 1.5 second cast time. Next, we have some changes for tanks in PvP, so let's read it. Finally, we have the topic of tanks in PvP. Apart from few niche cases like flag carrying, tanks have been intentionally non-viable in serious PvP for several expansions now. The reason for this was simple. Fighting against tanks was very frustrating and not fun. They were near invincible, had numerous CC abilities, but did little enough damage to not be able to kill you in most cases anyway. By excluding them from PvP, we preserve the enjoyment of the rest of the player base. However, that has the obvious downside for people who like to play tanks, and it basically excludes them from PvP. We decided that we could do better and satisfy everyone involved, which, by the way, Blizzard, is usually a very bad idea. Our other changes to tanks in Warlords of Draenor got us most of the way there. Tanks' damage will already be tuned to be somewhat weaker than damage dealers, but not trivial. We've already removed the additional CC that they had during the CC disarmament and ability pruning. All that remains that makes them frustrating to fight against is their invincibility. So we are causing tanks to take increased damage in PvP, so that the net result is they both deal and take somewhat less damage than damage dealers. Tanks now take 25% additional damage while engaged in PvP combat. For the safe sustainability section, we have two changes and both are for shamans. So first of all, Healing Surge now heals for 100% more when cast on self for elemental shamans. And Elemental Focus no longer triggers anytime the shaman lands a killing blow. The Resurrection Mana Cost section has been removed. What a surprise! The Secondary Stat Attunements section. All specializations now receive a 5% bonus to specific secondary stat bonuses received from all sources. This bonus is granted through a new passive ability or additional effect added to existing passive ability. And last but not least, we have changes to Marksman and Survival Hunters. And those are pretty big. So, for Marksman Hunters, one of our new secondary stats, Multi-Strike, is strikingly similar to the Wild Quiver Mastery for Marksmanship Hunters. To address this similarity, we replaced Wild Quiver with a new mastery, Sniper Training. Marksmanship Hunters that favored Mastery before will want to favor Multi-Strike for a similar feel. For their new mastery, we wanted to add some more depth to their moment-to-moment gameplay and complicated critical strike. In order to do that, we brought back the concept of Sniper Training. So, Sniper Training. If the hunter stands still for 3 seconds, it will give them Sniper Training buff for 6 seconds, increasing their damage, shot range, and critical strike by 4%, which is increased by Mastery. So for the Survivor Hunters, we have, apart from the rotational changes through ability pruning, changes for Survival Hunters mostly center on Lock and Load. We changed how Lock and Load is triggered to increase the value of Multi-Strike, provide gameplay depth, and the ability to pull damage more. So Black Arrow now deals 60% more damage, inflicts shadow damage every 3 seconds, up from 2 seconds, has a duration of 18 seconds, down from 20 seconds, and triggers Lock and Load on multi-strike hits. Explosive Shot now costs 15 focus, down from 25 focus, and Lock and Load has been redesigned. Lock and Load now causes the next explosive shot to not trigger its cooldown, but no longer causes it to be free or reset the ability's current cooldown, and this effect can stack up to 5 times. And that's it for the beta patch notes update. Thank you a lot for watching and listening, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.